All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome one as we are here, IA Baseball at the PBR Spring League here in Grimes. And the one and only Ethan Erickson joining me right now here out of 712 Baseball. And first and foremost, I got to say, you guys have, through the first couple weeks of Spring League, you've had to deal with a lot of indoors. The last couple weeks, we've gotten that chance to get out here. What does it feel like to finally get out and enjoy what baseball weather should be?
It's just it's the best time for sure.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, like waiting, just going through the seasons and finally getting back on the field. It's a whole different game now that we're seeing the whole field, getting to play, getting to get to see some long balls finally. So that's fun.
There you
fun.
go. There you go. I got to ask too. You get the chance as we sit here, spring league, man. I know that high school season's right around the corner here, but first off, I always want to ask the players that partake in spring leagues, kind of, the benefit it does for them. They're guys who sit and wait. They're guys who just work out. They're guys who really don't do what you're doing right now. But you're out here getting the work in. What does it do for you to be able to get into the spring league and have that help you throughout the high school season?
It just gets me ready. Like like right now, I just feel so much better. I've been working since football season got done, and now that we're getting to see Velo, we're seeing guys that are playing D1 baseball next year.
Yep.
Seeing guys still in the 90s. It just gets me ready for what I'm going to see in high school, and it just gets me prepared.
I mean, you seem prepared today. You sent one over the fence here today, and I got to ask you, going against those guys again, as you mentioned, these guys are almost as you are at ready to go shape right now. And so, what does that feel like here? You get the long ball rocking. Your spring seemingly going really well for you. What does it feel? What do you feel like? And what did that long ball feel like here today?
It just felt like my swing was pure. I was getting on time. Just kind of working on staying through the ball. That's what I've been working on backside. And if I stay through the ball, I'm going to hit one out at one point, and this happened the first swing of the day. You take it out. It felt good.
Hey, and man, that seems like a good trend to set early on, right? And to kind of see when you have those games, we've seen that come from you several times, not just several, quite a bit over the course of the last season and beyond. What does that feel like when you guys get set, even in a spring league? I assume there's a lot of the feelings, a lot of the same things that are going through your body. How does it feel to go off with that kind of a start, knowing, especially now, you're not going up against a third, fourth, fifth string pitcher. You're going up against somebody's number one.
Yeah. It's just a big upscale. Like that, what you need to get prepared for and what you got to be ready for in every second. Just that kind of work.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And of course, now I want to dive into, here we sit at the spring league season. You talk about getting prepared, and, obviously for us, we want to fast forward quite a bit to once we get to the season here, the high school season. But before that, I want to ask, last season, what a run it was for you guys. I mean, how do you encapsulate from your perspective what it meant to go through that kind of a run, and a run that, again, you get hundreds of teams never get the chance. You ran through the gambit as much as you can. What a season. How do you categorize that?
Just a family effort. We started off not knowing what was going to happen, and we got some good leaders, obviously, last year seniors. I mean, a lot of them are playing college baseball right now. Just so much work that went into it, a lot of bonding, a lot of just all that effort that went and culminated at the perfect time. For sure, we started ramping it up right at the end, and just meant so much to me to be able to get that opportunity, and like you said, not many people get to do that.
No doubt about that. And you know what? You guys had quite a bit to travel here, but go through that. You had the longest travel, yet you're the one of the few teams that stayed the longest here. So. And again, what a venue it was. I mean, that seemed like it was almost a destiny for you guys, at least to get that far. Obviously, we wanted the whole kit and caboodle, but going through talking this with some of the fans afterwards, this disappointing, not the outcome you wanted in the end, but man, you guys had to fight through a little bit more so than I think others would. Not just the drive distance, but the slate you had to do just to get there, and then the slate you went up against. It's not easy to defeat teams like that.
Right. Yeah, they were solid. I mean, they had it that day, and we were close. We were really close.
Yeah, you were.
Doesn't always. Baseball's a crazy game. Doesn't always end up the way you want all the time. So it's just least we get to play the game we love,
Yeah,
wake
no,
up every day.
no doubt about that. And it's really fun to watch you guys go through. And, in this season here coming on up, you got some guys obviously returning. You're returning here. We see Lefebvre over there as well. It does seem like there is a lot coming back here as well. How much? I mean, I assume you guys have to be hungry, and not just hungry to make postseason a little bit of run. I assume you're looking to get back because of especially where the state tournament will be held this year.
Yeah, just it means a lot because our community they'll be right there. They'll be supporting us. They'll be watching us. But yeah, we're so hungry to get back on the field because a lot of people count us out, losing 7 seniors, starting seniors. Just kind of showing what we can do with the guys that we got left. And I feel like we can surprise some people.
Well, no doubt about that. And again, we see a couple here. You included getting the spring league time in here. You mentioned some of the stuff you want to work. You were trying to work on up to this point. What are some of your? Do you have still some more goals you set for what this season is for you in particular? I know a lot of things are coming in store for you past the high school season, but just take me through what for this season. What were your goals that you want to try and hit here personally and both team wise? For 2025?
Goals. Obviously home runs don't matter in the long game, but I'd love to break my school home run record.
There you go.
That'd be great. Doubles record, RBI record. As much as I can do for the team, that's really all that matters. It doesn't matter what I do, just as long as the team is benefiting from my effort. And that's all I can do is give my own effort every time. So everything I got.
That's the answer every single coach wants. Every single coach wants to duplicate you about 20 times, I'm sure here for you. But the way that you hit, the way you play offense, I'm sure that those records will come alongside helping this team go. And again, what a season it was for you guys. It was so fun to watch. And, the Crusaders, I think they're, looking into this conference here, it's not an easy one. But man, that has to when you look back, how much did that prepare you going through the conference slate? Because you have a variety of teams in there. Oh, yeah. How much did that really set you up for what will be and what was last year?
I'd say, East. We got some East guys on our team right now. Seeing those guys, they're such great competitors. They got young guys that they returned their whole team. So just those guys being able to compete and kind of make us work harder. Those guys are a great asset for us in the conference. North had some good pitchers last year. Seeing guys that are throwing 88 to 90, that got us prepared for what we had to see. So, our conference, it makes us work harder, makes us better players. And we grew up playing with those guys, so it's a good time too. So it's not always a cutthroat. It's a fun game.
And then again, last thing here. Again, you mentioned, you got guys from East here. You got guys from all over the area on the squad. What does that do for you? You mentioned camaraderie. You mentioned, getting to know them a little differently here. It seems as though you just kind of not only prepared physically but mentally. These guys, and maybe you get a little edge on it, and you get to know them a little bit more. Use that as your advantage towards there. But again, it seems like you come into the season a little bit more holistic when you utilize the spring league.
Oh yeah. I just we all feel the same way. We're all here to get better, here to play better. But with these guys, not just the camaraderie, like you said, but just the pushing each other, because we know we're gonna have to play each other in a month and a half.
Yeah.
So just kind of, we're still teammates here, but we just kind of setting ourselves apart, trying to set each other apart, but also be a team here. That's what it's all about.
Hey, love it. Absolutely love it. Ethan, hey, thanks again for taking the time, man.
Thank you. Appreciate
Have a good rest of your spring league here, and we'll catch you during the high school season hits.
We'll do.